All right, my homies, I think we're live. What's going on? We're doing and chilling with the homies. We're uh we're just gonna be chilling, my homies, doing so we have some people over right now. This is one of my brother-in-laws, Victor. Victor, hello. There's more people inside. This is a super improvised live stream, my homies, where we're gonna just be grilling. Um,
¿A poco ya están saliendo también en los videos, Víctor? Ya. No, no, pues súbete al sombrero porque... Estoy siendo aclamado.
You got to get a mix. Oh, the camera's over here. A mixed bag of English and Spanish in this one. Uh, vamos a ver esta persona tarde. I got everybody who's joining. That's what's on this one. The questions or whatever. We got some onion and a little punch with some butter, some cream, the cream, vanilla. That's sponsored the press. The Long Hospital is sponsored by TB. And it's cool. Maria, Leah saying what's up. I hope you guys can hear me. Easy, dude. Ahora, ahora que te ves, que te ves, que te ves, que te ves, que te ves. You gotta wait till the produce connected onto the grill. Have some sizzle in my homies. I wish I could do like some ASMR type shit, but right here, you're just gonna hear the sizzle of the meat as soon as that's how they do it, man. Pause on it, my homies. Pause on it, on. I think this is one thing, my homies. I can't look up there. Yeah. Es que mi cámara está acá arriba. A ver, presta.
Pues siempre.
Say what's up to London, baby London. Say what's up, London. She just turned one yesterday. Yeah, that's how what's up. Yeah, check this out. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again. Johnson again. Johnson again, ole ole.
Ahora
Sí, Víctor ya salió. Víctor ya salió. Vamos, Víctor. Johnson again, ole ole. My daughter loves to listen to that song. We always bump the real Tyler TV when they played that song in the stadium. So that the homie, how we doing, bro? Hope you're good, homie. Hope you're good. We got the grill going right now. Some onions, some corn on the cob. About to throw some chuletas on there. And we just had a couple. We have some people that like my stepbrother's over here with his wife. Who else is up here? Okay, all right, let's go. That's gonna be better, my homie. I'm sorry. That is gonna be better. Thank you for telling me. Let me know if that's better, Quez. Yeah, it was under the apron. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna take it out, bro. Let me know if you can hear me good. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, kid. Thank God. We're gonna keep you right here, my homies. It's vibing over here today. Vibes over here in Denver, feeling good. It's kind of hot, but I'm sorry if that light is a bit off, Mom. Let me drop that down. What do you guys think of the apron? I ain't trying to get my shit stained, so I always throw my wife's apron on. Cheers, my homies. Big up everybody who's here. You to find it. Oh, you know what? Damn, look at this one right here, my homie. Gotta figure out a way to keep this bitch good. Big up Frida Kahlo. Yeah, that's who it is, homie. You're right, bro. Yeah, big up Frida Kahlo. You're right. You ever see the movie Coco? That was a good ass movie. I don't know why. I mean, I know she's in there, but this is what this apron reminds me of. Next time I go to my mom's and use the grill, I always put on the apron that my stepdad has that says it's like the jail one. It's got the jail stripes. And it says sentenced to the kitchen, homie. Amor y la carne?
Quédate.
Ya, listo? Yeah. Let's go. About to throw some of this on here. Quez, you like to grill, homie? Thank you, sir. Sí. ¿No quieres arrimar? Sí.
¿Te hago espacio aquí?
No, aquí mero.
Te arrimo,
Aquí mero. ¿Cuáles ponemos primero?
Así como costillas.
Las costitas. Putting on some of these little rib. They're like cut ribs or something like that. Ah, jodido, lo puse mal. Hold on. This is what my homies. Some ASMR. It's sizzle. Well, a lot of people might be wondering why the homie decided to stream while he's grilling, and that is because we are fucking just chilling. And it's gonna get crowded here in a minute because, like I said earlier, my brother's here, got his wife, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, my other sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, my wife. My wife and I actually are celebrating a little anniversary date, but yo, actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, in 2015, check out this check out this one. 2015, the Tottenham Hotspur came to Denver to play against the MLS All-Stars, and that was what now? That was 10 years ago. Today, my brother walking up right now. Say what's up, Cap. What's up, guys? My sister-in-law.
Hello,
Hi.
everybody. Hey.
It's a live stream.
Got some beers?
Some beers, yeah.
Sir.
Just a live stream.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Appreciate you, homie. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you stopping by as well, bro. It's just gonna be chill, man. It's gonna be a chill one. Sheesh. Sheesh. Oh, that light's gonna bother me, my homies. That light is gonna bother me. There we go. That's better. That's better, my homies. That's probably a better look. No doubt. Oh, turn this down a bit. I don't want to be caught on YouTube live burning these chuletas, so we gotta take it easy on it, bro. Cheers, man. Cheers. What is Yahweh? Oh, damn. You good against? No, go ahead. I go ahead. I just don't know, like the. Go ahead, bro. You're good. Smoke on your shisha. Smoke on your shisha. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't know, like what the regulations are about that, but well, what? No, I just gotta feel bad because my brother came out here and he wanted to put something in the air, but I don't know like the proper. I don't know like what YouTube can and can't allow on. You know what I mean? So just to be safe, my homies, the consumption of that won't be on the screen for him. Like, what's up, 60? You in here? Say what's up. Let me know what's up. Ask away. Anybody got questions? Tottenham related? Rapids related? Don't know who's in here. We know the homie Quez was in here a minute ago. Oh yeah, thank you. Some more lighting. Damn, my wife just came through and lit it up even more. Win. Yeah, no, I don't either, bro. I don't either. And it's not even like it's that, you know what I mean? It's just I think it's more so like the process of like the consumption, you know what I mean? I think that's probably what is but I don't fucking know, bro. I don't like this grill though. Put this on here. Put that on there. My homies gonna be on YouTube burning the crib down. That's why we got this beer right here. Don't think it's to be sipping it. It's for this. Maybe a bit or two for the sips. This motherfucking piece of fat is burning up. My homies eat that. Shit's burning. Let's turn this bitch down. I absolutely love grilling with charcoal instead of gas because gas is a bit, for me, it's a bit harder to control everything that I'm doing here. So I turned it down because it like it drops the fat, the grease off of the meat, and then starts to it starts to catch on fire, and I don't like that. That's why I was saying, like, I prefer the coals over the actual propane. Yeah, see, Quest is the same. Dude, we're about to be here for a minute. That's why I decided to pop up this little setup, bro, because there's like a huge pile right here, and like there's not that much real estate on this grill, so I'm gonna be here for a hot minute, just grilling and chilling. So I thought, whoever wants to come and say what's up, honestly, let's do it. Greetings from Chihuahua. Dicen saludos de Chihuahua. Es tu hermano. Saludos desde Chihuahua. Uh, Víctor, van a salir para que saludes a tu carnal, pues. Big up, everybody. ¿Qué con esta cervecita? A little chill session is always chilling, bro. Always chilling. Ahí está para tus saludos.
¿Qué onda, perro? ¡Ánimo!
A huevo. That's funny. We're just chilling, my homies. We are just chilling. Don't really know what happened in the Tottenham world today. Couldn't be bothered. I was gonna make a video, a Rapids video today, just going over Leagues Cup. Quez, are you a fan of the Leagues Cup? I mean, I know you really. I mean, do you have any type of horse in that Leagues Cup race? Leagues Cup coming up, bro. A lot of people are kind of 50-50 on that one. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of the Leagues Cup. It's because it brings different type of competition. For example, here we're gonna see Santos Laguna, we're gonna see Tijuana, and we're gonna the Rapids will play against Cruz Azul, but that game's in California, so um I'm a fan of the Leagues Cup. And then I will go ahead and I guess do a bit of a spoiler for my vlog that I got coming out on the Rapids match day one. So I'm gonna be handing out the man of the match award to the player, the Colorado Rapids player that earns the man of the match. So that's a pretty good touch. I'm gonna be presenting him with the ore that's customary that they give out at the end of the game. So I'm pretty excited about that, my homies. I hope that we win, of course, so that it's a more, I guess, funner presentation when I'm giving him the ore instead of just handing it over to a tired and upset Colorado Rapids player because we got beat. It's gonna be pretty fun. Big up everybody and chilling. ¿Algo para poner toda esta carne? ¿Algo para la carne? Hay algunos que les toca un poquito de más, ¿eh? Vamos a ver si todo esto súper. Si está bien. ¿Qué opinas tú? ¿Qué términos los dejo?
Pues sí.
De ahí, de quemado a crudo. Poquito de todo. Usted también. Si gustas, no sé si lo podemos dejar aquí, lo tapamos.
¿Lo dejamos?
Sí,
Voy por...
si gustas ponerlo acá de este lado.
No.
No, no creo. No, ahí está bien. All right, my homie. So you can get a closer look at the. Damn, this sounds fucking weird. At the meat cam. Check out the meat cam. No, nada. No. Chest if it fell. Sí, pues es que yo ando acá con mis chistes acá and that's why I was laughing if it fell. No, it did not fall. We'll continue to put some of these little. No dogs in the race, but it's cool. I don't have an MLS or La Liga team. Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts, bro. It's nuts. Yeah, bro. Okay, that's fine. We will definitely take another beer. I don't normally drink beer outside of the pub when I go watch the Tottenham games. Not even at the Rapids games, homies. Like I don't ever sip at the Rapids games either. Sometimes I do, but it's very rare. Pásale, amigo. Pásale, pásale, pásale. Ya saben que eres parte del show. Yeah. Ay, con eso ya para poder. Okay, we're gonna leave that one up there. Meat Cam is nuts, homie. So whoever walks in and sees Meat Cam is nuts, bam.
¿Quieres otra? Ah, ahí tengo. Gracias.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, bro. No, you can do that right there, bro. Cheers. Just you're good right. You're good right here. Look, you're good. You're good.
Damn, where am I? Am I even in the picture?
What the hell is that? Why? No, you're not, bro. You gotta get in the picture. The camera's right here, bro. The mic's right here.
No dog in the house. Oh, no dogs in the race, but it's cool. I don't have an LS.
My brother Cap. Yes, I asked him if he has like if he supports any MLS team. Because there's a new tournament, there's a new competition. Like the Rapids start a new tournament in a couple of days, the Leagues Cup, and we play against Mexican teams. So it's like a break in normal action to start like a little mini tournament with Mexican teams and MLS teams. So I was asking him if he had any dogs in the race, and he said basically he doesn't. He's a Tottenham fan. Quez, I'm assuming you're a Tottenham fan, my homie. Yeah,
Look, you take my time.
I know you were full. Let's go, my homie from Wales.
Rob Pop? Hatter. I know Rob Pop.
The homie Quez. Quez is from oh fuck, man, East Coast, New York. Rob, my homie, we're getting down with some carne asada. The meat cam is nuts. Meat cam is nuts. Here, well, let's show him the meat. No diddy.
Let's see.
Some light. Some light. Some rib ends cut or something like that. Rib tips. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, we just decided to have a chill on my homies. Oh, let's get a little zoom in on the family on the inside. Let's photobomb them, my homies. Little London's eating some avocado in there. Oh, little lipstick. Little lipstick wants to say what's up. Damn, I'm getting over here caught in a circle. Little lipstick. Look at. Big win for lipstick. Shit. You think she's a good dog? She's over here waiting for some little pieces of some of these ribs, homie. That's what it is. Sorry for moving you guys around like that. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah. Yes. Let's go. USL Championship. Hartford Athletic. Yes. That's a tough one to remember, homie. That is a tough one for me to remember. The only reason I know about it is because you've asked me, reached out a while back ago about Seb. We kind of exchanged some things about Seb. See, I turned it up, and there we go. It shit starts to get hot, man. Meat cam's hot, homie. It's nuts. Big up, everybody. Thank you guys for chilling with me while we're doing this. So, seasoning, a little bit of seasoning. God, a season. Man, you can't say anything grill related. I didn't even think about this. You can't be over here, can't be out here throwing these grilling terms without having to say pause after everything, man. You mean you're working with grilling with some high end meatery here, my homies. Yeah, big up, bro. Yeah, that's lipstick, our dog lipstick, Maltese poodle. What's your favorite meat? Pause. See what I'm saying? It's hard to have a conversation. Uh, it's hard to have a conversation grilling and keeping it serious. I already know. Let's go. Favorite? I would look, bro. Me, I'm a sucker for some pork chops, bro. I love pork chops. But I know a lot of people don't eat pork. Not everybody does. It's not everybody's bag. However, I love pork. Some fat, healthy pork chops, man, with some mashed potatoes, some macaroni and cheese, like that southern soul food type. And I live nowhere near the South. Don't get me wrong, my homies. I just feel that like that food just talks to me. Mashed potatoes, a baked potato, like this type of corn grilled. Yeah. It's the little neighbor homie, and then my daughter back there. This Diolalia. I remember when I was her age, I spent most of my time outside too, my homies. Unremarkable team. Been at the bottom of the league for a while now. I don't really fuck with the USL team here. Quez, I'll be honest with you. The USL team here, the switchbacks. I know some of the homies. Lipstick, get inside. Get inside, lipstick. Get inside. Good girl. Come on. Go. Go on. Ay, ahorita se va a quemar, mira. Sorry about that, my homies. Lamb all day. What about chat? I'm curious to know too. What about chat? There's a couple of you in here. Couple you in here. Lamb, I was actually telling my wife how. ¿Qué es esto? Salud? Huh? I guess I'll use this one.
Feliz aniversario. 10 años no es fácil.
She said 10 years is not easy. Cheers. Not a fan of that one. Not a fan of that one. I was saying, I was telling my wife how when I go to London, how I try the kebabs. And you could go to kebab shops literally like everywhere, different. And I was explaining to her what it was. The lamb. Is there kebab shops like that in Wales too, bro? Or I mean, am I just assuming wrong? What's bigger out there? Like what's the mainstay out there, my homie? I'm curious to know. Excuse me. Because here Mexicans do this. They'll make see, I don't know. I don't want to like say the wrong shit, but you know, like when they stack up all the meat, bam, and then they make that joint. Well, they do that stuff here as well in the States. Well, Mexicans do, and they use like this type of skirt steak type stuff and stack it up really nice like that. And so that's kind of like where the conversation started. And I was explaining to her how there's a bunch of kebab shops. So we passed by and the dude was shaving it off right there too. Those are some of the best tacos you could get here as well. As they just put it right there, shave it off, just like they would the kebab, you know. Um, fire, fire. Food is where it's at, my homies. Food is where it's at. Food is where it's at. Some people just like to indulge in the food. Me, I like to grill, you know what I mean? I like the process of making it as well. I don't like cleaning up after, you know what I mean? But definitely grilling is dope. Este lote se me hace que ya está. El co-chef, el copiloto, el sushi. Yes, sir. I want to burn these and get out the light. These are some chunky little rib ends. So glad I got my StreamYard account going. That way I could do stuff like this, my homies. Listo. Vamos a echar. Like, ya están, güey.
Ya está.
Dime que sí. ¿Se estarán?
Yo creo que ya. A ver, lo probamos y si no.
Si no, los volvemos a echar. All right, cool. Now we opened up some real estate on this grill. It's time to start putting on these fellas right here. Talk to me nicely. Talk to me nicely. Talk to me nicely, my homies. Grilling and chilling with the homie, my homies. Cheers. It's going. We don't have great kebabs out here, to be honest, but I've had amazing ones in Denmark. Locally, they seem to be processed meat, but if you go to Cardiff or Swansea, you can get some decent kebabs, some decent stuff. Nice. You know the trompos where they put all the meat, bam, 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 and then they shave it off here? Well, the other day I was explaining to Perla that that's huge out there. Out there, like I say, out in London where I've been, and they call them kebabs, but they'll put lamb in it. You ever had lamb? You've had lamb. Yeah. Kebabs, yeah.
Like trompos.
Trompo. Yes. And they just like shave it off right there onto the bread.
Lamb all day long. What about chop? Lamb. Let's see. It's real gamey.
Lamb is gamey?
I'm okay with some lamb chops, but that's it. I don't want like a whole bunch of. I'll have like one or two lamb chops. I don't want more than that. Lo voy a poner.
¿Faltó?
Falta poquito.
Está bien.
No, te quiero robar mucho espacio.
No, tú ponlas, no hay pedo. Tenemos 2 semanas para asar toda esta carne.
Lamb all day long. Kebabs, I agree, but I've had amazing ones in them are kebabs, huh?
Kebabs. We're talking grilling and chilling and some kebabs as well.
Perla asked if this was like uh bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the barrel beer. It's because we don't drink beer, so like she's not. I mean, like we're not like beer connoisseurs.
You know that Coors Banquet you can only find in. I mean, if you find it, it only comes from here.
From Golden.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't think it's bottom of the barrel at all. I mean,
It's homebrewed. It's homebrewed shit, right? It's like your home beer.
They make all the other beers after they're done making these with the residuals.
With the resin.
Yeah. Have a great.
Not really the beer drinker type, but we'll do it.
Let's go down soon.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. That's what they have at I think the last time I had one of those was at probably like a Nuggets game. Dude, that's like where they have that the Coors banquets
All over.
all over.
Did I take that tray inside or not?
There's some, yeah. If you guys want to start rubbing on that, you can. There's some like from rare to yeah to done to I got a little bit extra. See, that's another thing too, my homies. You could ruin it by overdoing it. Damn, we should start a new segment on the channel, huh? Grilling and chilling with Leo Coys. How about that? Every Sunday night. Even though today's not Sunday, but still. Or we could debate each other on who grills better fucking steaks. Huh? I'll debate you on why my steak cooking abilities are better than yours. Bring a nice good old-fashioned steak debate to the table, my homies. Who does not love a good old-fashioned steak debate? You know what I mean? And you'll get a group of the well-doners. The well-doners, they'll start calling the undercooked a cult. Sound familiar, my homies? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just having a laugh. This one I really don't want to mess up because this is good cuts here. Rob said, I just want to say it's cool hearing you guys talk. My Spanish is non-existent, but it's cool to hear. I'm down for that. Yeah, bro. You know what it is, homie? Is my daughter Leah here. She speaks Spanish and is now barely now that she's getting older and more advanced in school is when she started to pick up more English. My wife speaks more English now. You know what I mean? The family, we all speak Spanish and English. You know, I'm super grateful for my parents, my mom and dad for that because it's helped me out tremendously, my homies. At work, I speak Spanish and English every day, all day, and it's helped me tremendously. And I'm super glad that this little turd is learning how to speak English and Spanish.
Dicen que ahora van a hacer que una pijama. Sí, me dijo que se podía quedar aquí, sí, porque la deja. Sí, sí, también. Sí. Sí, sí, ya, hay cualquier cosa, pues, le digo.
We're gonna have a little sleepover. Big up, rare prepared steak for me, bro. That's it. Careful for the well doners, bro. They'll call you part of the cult. Careful for the well doners. Nice. I wish I kept up with my Spanish. Dude, you don't use it, you lose it, bro. You don't use it, you lose it. Trust me. So I was the same as Leah. Spoke Spanish at home, in the house as a little kid. Went to school. I started speaking English with all of my friends, and then I'm not even gonna front. I lost my Spanish, and I didn't pick it up until I was older, and I started talking to Well, at the time she was my girlfriend, but now my wife, you know what I mean? And at work too, I always was able to speak Spanish, but like brokenly, you know what I mean? And it's only like now that even my mom tells me that I speak better Spanish than her, and I know she might be joking, you know what I mean? But like it's good to hear that because I definitely used to struggle. Excuse me. I definitely used to struggle. I would love to be able to speak a different language though too, not just Spanish, you know what I mean? Like French or something. I don't know. I don't know why I said French, but it's a dope language, I think, right? Wonder how hard it would be to learn that. Wake up, my homies. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you like the stream. Really just chilling. Oye, ¿algo para echar estas chuletitas que van saliendo? Sí, también. Thank you. ¿Cómo están? ¿Están good? Yeah, perdón, es que no puedo ver sin luz. Gotta re-up this jar here. We gotta re it up. French is handy, bro. I definitely wouldn't mind learning how to speak French. Wouldn't mind. Meet Cam, my homie. Oh, don't want to drip it on my computer. Meet Cam. Oh, get in. Look at that. Dripping the juices. Damn. Pause. Let's do that. Let's go. Usually, too, I'm the one that's always manning the grill for some reason. Even at my mom's house, like on the Father's Days, birthdays, whatever the occasion is, I'm usually the one that's out here doing this damn thing because let's give this a try, my homie. Let's give this a little try, shall we? Perks of being the chef. Perks of being the chef. Fucking gas, bro.
Ooh, that does look good right there, though.
Little piece, bro.
Show chat, show chat.
Yeah, I already did, bro. We already did. We had the Diddy meat cam pause. Querían estos poquito más tiempo, amor. Entonces, no, okay. Entonces, no hay prisa con estos elotes. Ok, pues ahí pon tus tortillas. Ahí tengo nomás dos chuletitas a la vez.
Quesadilla.
¿Cuál quieres de este lado? Caliéntalo más. Sí, déjame quiero este por acá. All right, my homies. Yeah, frozen. We good? We good? Yeah, it froze for some reason. I've just eaten and I'm getting hungry. Let's go. I hope we're good. Let me get a thumbs up in the chat if we're good. Came back on. All back. Thank you, homie. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, bro. Don't know what happened there. I don't have the best of luck though with my StreamYard. Estas quedamos. Okay.
Con carne asada. Estos son, sí, no tienen apuro. No, está sonando muy bien.
Estamos como una tormenta.
Thank you, Quez. Big up everybody. A rare sighting of Mrs. Homie. It's like Bigfoot, my homies. Rare sighting. Estos quemos se van a quemar. Hey, ya mero, mira. No. Ooh, get on this. What you know about these quesadillas? Look at that cheese on there. Mmm. Oh, sorry about the light, my homies. Sorry about the light. Put that light out the way. Yeah, so nice. Big up, big up. Está quemado, amor, este ya se están quemando. There, you could take those in, bro. Take that in there so they can start taking those off. Yep, take that, bro, and then just if you wouldn't mind bringing it back, you guys could take all that. Oh. Yeah, you want to take that in there, bro? I just like pumping them out, my homies. The assembly line. The assembly line. This one's ready to take off. This one's ready to move. We got the corn on the cobs getting grilled up as well. Talk to me nicely, my homies. We're doing it. It's currently 9:08. 9:08 here. Thoughts on Woolwich and Santos Laguna games? So, yeah, good question. Let's go. My thoughts on the Santos Laguna match. We'll start off with the Santos match. It's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be a tough match for the Rapids because this is an opponent that like we don't ever see. Don't ever see them. Last year we did very good against the Mexican teams, and I'm hoping that's the same this year. But we'll see, man. It's gonna be tough. They're definitely gonna want to show up way more than what we're gonna want to show up. And I say that because they're coming here with a chip on their shoulder, right? They're coming here with something to prove as to where like we're basically just gonna be like trying to fight to stay relevant in this Leagues Cup, I think. You know, on the stream yesterday, the homies they kind of leveled me out. They brought me back down to earth about it because like me personally, I look at it as like a fan perspective. I want to see more games. I want to see my team play. I want to be able to go to Dick's Sporting Goods Park and watch the Rapids play as much as I can. You know what I mean? So any game for me is good, but that's like the fan perspective. On the flip side, like the homies were looking at it as from like the more games we have is just going to be more crucial for us and our squad. So like I said, I'm super excited for the competition, but I'm super also just gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna go with the flow. I will be covering it, the Leagues Cup match more now that I got this StreamYard my account kind of like more active. I want to do like breakdowns of the match and stuff like that, not necessarily the highly edited stuff. And as for the Woolwich match, I I'm not really reading too much into it, my homie. It's a preseason game. Um, of course, I want to win. You know what I mean? I want to beat those beat the filth, but I won't be too mad if draw or lose. I mean, I think what it is for Thomas Frank to kind of assess his squad. And bro, I don't mean to bring it up, but I made my video about Sonny right? I made my video about Heung-Min Son and how I feel his time is up and how I think he should come to the MLS. And then I look at all the social media stuff that's coming out with Sonny, and he just doesn't look like he looks checked out. So I'm kind of just I think the players as well. I mean, I don't want to speak for them. I really don't know. But I'm saying like for me, I think I would be burnt out. I would be burnt out by now if I was them. Have I seen the Levy Q&A yet? Is that a new drop? Or is that the one from last season? A Q&A from Levy drop. I'm gonna have to look that up here in a while, homie. Definitely will have to look that up. Didn't know Levy dropped one. Salado. Oh, sí.
Bueno, ahí me la corté por la ventana.
Okay. Flip this cone on the cob, homie. Smells so delicious. It smells delicious. See, with these gas grills, you gotta like find that perfect spot with like your temperature and your gas output. I'm not a fan of it, my homies. Not a fan of it. You see, I struggle with it. I'll just grab the beer and throw it on here. Kind of drop the temp down. Oh, it's not dropped yet. I could find it, but I know he's done one. I'm definitely officially. How do you feel about that, homie? What is your thoughts on Levy publicly coming out, and he's obviously going to answer questions that like they picked out, right? He's not going to be answering like questions from you and I. Although I did have the chance to talk to Levy one time. I was Dude, I was so starstruck for some reason. Like, and I believe me, like that's a weird thing to say, right? But I was like just in awe when I seen Daniel Levy. That like the whole Levy out was for me. Well, I wasn't even like really that vocally like Levy out or in. You know what I mean? It wasn't until he sacked Ange that I really said something about it. But when I met him, I was just like, holy dude, I was walking doing my stadium tour, looking through my phone, like recording shit, and then I look and I see this dude on the wall, and I like said, like I don't know, like through my teeth or something out loud. I'm like, holy shit, Daniel, is that you? And like paused and like looked up at me, and I could just like read it. I could just tell he was like, oh fuck, what does this guy want? And I like went straight to him, dude. Fucking funny. And then yeah. I made a video about it, you know what I mean? It was definitely funny. I sent it to the homies right away. He plugged the channel, and like now I just laugh because God, I could have done so many people a favor by just never mind. You know what I mean? But I'm kidding, my homies. I think Daniel Levy has done an excellent job outside of the footballing, but that doesn't always translate to the footballing, my homies. He needs to do something. I think that's nuts, to be honest. Seeing him say that he would that to you was really cool, to be honest. Yeah, it was cool, bro. It was cool. Like it. Here's the thing. Like, I gained a lot of respect for him that day because I talked to him for like maybe 3 minutes, 2 minutes. You know what I mean? 2 to 3 minutes. But he listened to me being a Spurs fan. I told them, I was like, "Yo, my name is Leo. I came all the way from Denver, the United States, to watch the North London Derby. I actually was last 2 seasons ago. I went to go see the North London Derby." And I told him that I was there to watch the North London Derby, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, like we couldn't pull out the result." And I was like, "Look, man, like the result is the last thing I'll ever remember from my trip to London, because that was my first time going to London. That was my first time ever, seeing Tottenham play at home, and it was just a huge match. The North London Derby at home. We ended up losing 3-2. But I met so many of my homies from the YouTube community. I met so many people. I ran into Pape Mate Sar at the club shop. I ran into it was just such an awesome trip, that one, and running into him. So I think like when I talked to him, I didn't approach him like in a crazy manner. Like I was just like, yo, like I'm a huge fan. I showed him my tattoos, like I show everybody who's a Tottenham fan, and I run into him. Showed him my tattoos, and he was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I was like, yo, I have a YouTube channel called the Mile High Hotspur. Would you mind giving it a shout out? And fucking he did, dude. Then he did. Crazy. So fair play to the big homie for that. You know what I mean? But that was crazy, man. I really want to go back in November 8th for the game against Manchester United. My wife and I were just talking about that the other day. I mean, it's all a go. You know what I mean? All a go. All a go. I really want to take Leah with me to London one of these days. Be able to take her out there with me so she could go watch a game. We need an explanation on the Morgan Gibbs White situation. I couldn't agree more. What he has done for the club is off the scale. I just don't want him to be involved in the team, and that's just it, my homie. That's just it, bro. Like he just too many chefs ruin the broth, spoil the broth. Is that the saying? You know what I mean? And I just don't know if he's got it in him to really be chefing it up in that kitchen. Doesn't need to be in there. He does not need to be in there. I think we're going in a good direction. You know what I mean? I thought Donna Colin was gone, but I think they seen her out there in Hong Kong. Is it that we're at, or where we at? So is she really gone? Who knows? Don Paratici, is that homie going to be coming back? Who knows? But I'm definitely intrigued by the direction the Spurs are headed. I mean, it was just to go back a bit, my homie. It was a ballsy move for them to get rid of Ange Postecoglou in the way that it happened, and that's probably because they're just so set on the way they want the club to go. But then, if he's going to be coming out here and doing Q&As, he needs to be addressing shit like that in those Q&As. I mean, not all this PR shit that he thinks we want to hear. I mean, you're right, bro. We want to hear on the Morgan Gibbs White situation. We all thought that shit was going to happen. We all thought that was going to happen. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, so Donna Colin is pictured in with the rest of the people there, bro. If that's the one you're saying you haven't heard about. But I don't. I mean, this is why you don't put yourself in those positions. You know what I mean? Because if I'm Levy, I'm not putting myself in that position to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? Because everything that he's done and said may be 100% acceptable and on par to what he wants to deliver, but that may not be the same for you. So if you don't agree with what he has to say and you want to rebuttal that, we can't. We can't. We're just stuck to what they give us. And so I'm not a fan in the fact that like there's not probably that back and forth on these Q&As. It's probably more so what's the dude that does the interviews for the Spurs play stuff, you know what I mean? They have a couple presenters. It's probably already a scripted interview. So um I don't know, man. Yeah, glad I mean you feel the same way, my homie. I'm glad you feel the same way, bro. I mean, what's the saying? You could polish turd, but at the end of the day, it's still a turd. I mean, he could give us all the explanations that he wants, but at the end of the day, he's still gonna leave us short of explaining. You know what I mean? He's really good at that. He's really good at like doing what he does, which is fair play. That's where he's at. He's very good at what he does. So um it's us, my homie. It's us that kind of are just left we're the ones that are kind of just left to decipher whatever messages they give us, I guess. We need to pick up another player though, homie. We need to pick up another 2 more players if we had some money sitting around to try and offer for this release clause. No reason why we shouldn't be going for another player, bro. No reason why we shouldn't be going for another player. I'm not gonna sit here and say this player, that player, but what I'm saying is right now there's no reason why the Spurs shouldn't be actively trying to get somebody in the window. Um, and even that, bro, our outgoings, we're leaving them later, and the later we leave our players to leave, we're just gonna be left with all these lowball offers. Broski on the grill ski, yes sir, ski. Roll it in glitter. My homie's still gonna be a dookie. So who do I want? Who do I want? I mean, I think for sure glaring issues is we need we need cover in left back position. Um, for sure we need a striker. I mean, I'm a fan of Solanke. I know he's 50-50 with the fan base, but um it's like I said with the outgoings, is Richarlison part of the plan? Because if he's not, then we definitely need to bring in somebody who's going to try and bag these goals. Creatively, fuck my homies, we are not looking good at all creatively. Um, Matters is I guess now in training or whatever, so hopefully he'll get his boots in gear now. But apart from that, like we just look a shell of the team without players like Kulusevski on the pitch. Where does our creativity come from? So yeah, big how we feeling about the Rapids possibly firing Chris Armas? What? I want to know where you're getting where are we? Why would the Rapids do that? Do you think so, my homie? You think so? I don't know. I think we give them to the end of the season. I know the Rapids haven't ya está, ya si los quieres llevar, este güey también lo puede ir. Vamos, este está poquito, este también se puede llevar. Esos también ya. Claro que sí. The Rapids, they haven't offered him a new contract yet. So, de nada. I don't know how the Rapids feel about him, my homies. I'm a fan of Chris Armas. He's got that never say die mentality, and I think he brings that to the locker room, and the players feed off of that as well, my homies. So, I don't know. I'd be bummed if they got rid of him. I'd be bummed. How do you feel, bro? How do you feel if we got rid of him? Armas has been a massive issue in the last few games, and it seems like the team has quit on him. Ooh, I'm gonna pay more attention to that one, my homie. I'm gonna pay attention to that when we go watch and play Leagues Cup. I'm gonna be on that because that would be key. Once any manager loses his locker room, that's it. That's it. And um man, no, look, it happens. It happens. I mean, if they're just lost faith in the idea and the philosophy, fuck, man, that's detrimental. That sucks. I'm a fan of Chris Armas. I think human wise, he's such a good person to have around the team. The interactions I've had with Chris Armas is he's a fucking top bloke. Top bloke.
¿Ya comiste, Leo?
Nah, en eso ando.
Perfecto.
En eso ando. Gracias. Rob, oh, my homie, Rob says here we're not in a relegation fight, so I don't see an issue, to be honest with you. Rob, I mean, so Chris is going on his second year with the Rapids. I can't really talk too much about the regime before Chris Armas because, as a lot of people know, like me being a huge Tottenham fan, I never gave the Rapids the time or day. Because just because I've always been fully Coys. But the last 2 seasons, the last 2 seasons, season ticket holder, every game home, been away matches. So I can only speak on what I've seen, and I think from what I've heard from the regime before Chris Armas, it's night and day. And like I said, Chris Armas is such a dope dude. Every time he talks to the public, like when they have events and stuff like that, he's so fucking down to earth and is so open about what's going on. Like, I remember when Kevin Cabral was injured, like he told us before it was even out in the media that like he was going to get surgery, and everybody was like in shock, that he's just such a fucking down to earth dude. So I would be bummed. I would be bummed. And I would also be bummed in the fact that like who would come in and replace a guy like Chris Armas? There's not that many people in the MLS that like you'd probably just be picking up somebody's sloppy seconds. And I know that's how every managerial transfer is, you know what I mean? But there's ways where like there's definitely circumstances where your next managerial appointment is a win, not a downgrade. You know what I mean? So I just would advise the Rapids front office to keep in mind that it's not always greener on the other side. You know what I mean? Fair enough. I've only seen one game, to be honest. And so the homie Rob Patterson is the newest Rapids fan. The homie resides in Wales. So he had to stay up to extreme hours to catch the Rapids match. And they let him down. We were up by 1 against Philly and then end up shitting the bed. So that all changes come Leagues Cup, Rob. That all changes come Leagues Cup. Leagues Cup is make or break for Armas. You think so, my homie? You see, that's a dope take right there. I'm glad you brought that comment because, like I was talking about earlier on the stream, we had a stream yesterday with the homies, the homie Crash and the homie Judgmental Jim, and they're not really on the not that they're against it, but they're not really that hyped as I am on the Leagues Cup. You know what I mean? Because for them, and rightly so, it's fixture congestion and a squad right now where we're already having issues playing the matches that we're playing with the players that we have, and to add more games. So just to counter that one, my homie Daniel, I would say Leagues Cup is not make or break for Armas in the sense that if we lose playoffs because we tried to go deep in the Leagues Cup, I think that would be more detrimental to Armas. And that's what the homies made me understand yesterday is from a fan's perspective, I want to go deep in the Leagues Cup. I want to smash these teams left and right. But from a club perspective, you know what I mean? From the fitness and squad perspective, can we really afford to invest all of our eggs in the Leagues Cup basket? So that's the only reason why I would say maybe if we don't get playoffs, that's his ass. But the Dallas Burn, aka FC Dallas, is better, Rob. Don't you be trying to come over here and recruit for your Dallas team, my homie. The homie already chose the pitties. He's pitties and yiddies. That's how we do it on the Mile High Hotspur, homie. All things pids and all things yids, my homies. The yiddies and pitties. If we don't make playoffs, Armis will be gone. Exactly right, my homie. And if you're Chris Armis, bro, if you're Chris Armis, and you know this, where are you gonna place your eggs at, bro? Where are you placing your eggs at? Where are you placing your eggs at if you're Armis? Because that's a tough one. Gee, talk to me nicely. Tell him, Jacob, talk to me nicely, baby. Lick them chops, homie. There's this dude that I watch on YouTube. One second, my homies. There's this dude that I watch on YouTube. Can I get toallitas? Oh. His name is Arnie Tex. Arnie Tex. And it's this Mexican American dude that grills up, smokes meat. Pause. And Good channel. Uncensored. Sorry, bro. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yiddies and PDs and TDs. I can't hate. Join the committee, my homie. Let's go. FC Dallas. Like Crystal Palace, just the OG club that never won it all. Well, the homie Rob Patterson is a fan of the Rapids, who have won one MLS Cup. What do you think of the teams Rapids are playing in Leagues Cup? Ooh, what do I think of the teams? I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan. Is Santos is a northern Mexican team, right, from the northern region of Mexico, so closer to where my family is from. So um, Santos is well represented even here in Denver with the communities. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a good mix of both squads, fans in the stands. Tijuana, Tijuana's a newer team in Liga MX. Not newer, but I mean they've been around for what, maybe 10, 12 years now. A mainstay in La Liga, in Liga MX, I mean. So, a border town has a lot to fight for. I think out of the three Mexican opponents that we will face in the Leagues Cup, Tijuana is the one that we definitely should be doing, especially at home. Santos is probably going to be the next hardest match, but I give us the edge just because of being at home, you know what I mean? And hopefully we're able to set the tone. And Cruz Azul, I think, will be the toughest of the three matches. Toughest of the three matches. Me looking good, my friend. Hope you are enjoying a great night. Crash, my homie. Big up. We are, bro. We're just grilling and chilling. Grilling and chilling. Come on, you Rapids. We are grilling and chilling, talking pitties and talking yitties. And if you're my homie Jacob, we're talking titties. Hi. Damn, I shouldn't have said that. My neighbor kid's up there. Big up everyone in the chat, my homies. Big up everyone in the chat. On Talia. Oh, okay. I think my daughter's gonna have like a little sleepover with her little homies over here today too. The house stays active, my homies. The house stays active. So nice to see the green jerseys with the old logo again, bro. I'm a fan of the retro. I wasn't not the biggest fan of the circle badge, but I think like the intent of the retro and like the scheme is definitely dope. I think they nailed it. Huge fan. I think the retro numbers and the retro names on the back, poof, what a wonderful touch. Crash. I don't know if this goes for all season ticket members, but I'm pretty sure I read something out there. My homie was telling me that if you get your jersey, they'll put name and number on the back for free. If you talk to your rep, if you talk to your rep, kids love yeah, it's just yeah. But to be fair, it's the first source of that's why you Texans call it the Tea Lady. MLS getting spanked today in Leagues Cup. Bro, it's already started, has it? Has it already started today? Dude, so check this out, my homies. I got off of work early today, and I came home and took like a mean 4-hour nap. This is the wife and myself's anniversary today, and so I text her, I'm like, yo, let's do something later on in the evening. You know what I mean? Happy anniversary. I came home from work fucking beat, took a 4-hour nap, and here we are now. Listo, joven.
Ahí vamos. Ahí vamos.
Pues ya los estados de vuelta, estos no sé cómo los van a querer.
Ah, sí, mira. Eso yo los primero.
Ok.
Esto yo creo ya.
Ya los aventé.
Esto si quieres ahorita vengo a darles una.
Ya está, ya está. Tortillas, faltan tortillas, ocupan.
¿Tú tienes?
No, por si para. Ahí están, ahí están. Ahí están, ha hecho una así, pero ahí las caliento ya de una vez. Thank you, sir.
Ya está.
Get some rest. Get some rest, my homies. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Yeah, big up. Montreal is the only team who has won. So another thing about Leagues Cup that I really enjoy is win or lose. Win or lose. Um, if you're tied at the end of regulation, crash, am I wrong? Direct penalties. So always dope, man. Always direct winner. But I think if you lose in pens, you end up getting a point. So I was actually doing some studying on the Leagues Cup because I wanted to make a video for the homies that are interested in hearing about the Leagues Cup, because I know it's a different format. So I was actually trying to freshen up on it, but it is just fucking. I can't be asked, my homies. They change the rules all the time, and I don't understand why. Like I. I, I don't know. I guess I wasn't really too understanding of all of it, and little by little, I'm kind of getting the grasp of it. But I think I made a good thing of explaining it. Or what is it? 4 weeks, 3 countries, 2 leagues, 1 champion. That's the way they described it to me. So that's the way I'm describing it to you. Oh, San Diego is currently losing to Pachuca. Man, I'm so glad. So my homie does a lot of betting, and I was asking him like, "Yo, I'm trying to get into that," and he told me to pick San Diego over Pachuca. So glad I forgot all about that and didn't even go that way. Points. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. I think what was that I read? It's kind of like World Cup. Was it a World Cup a style? I don't remember what they said, but it was like World Cup style tournament, groups of four, top two advance. Damn, bro. I know I'm gonna be here for a minute, still grilling, homies. We're gonna be here for a minute yet. Grilling and chilling. And then I think after this is a trip to Voodoo Donuts. Yep. Top four from each league move on. See what I'm saying? That's what I couldn't understand, bro. Top four from each league move on. I don't get it. Don't get it. But I Crash, to be honest, my homie, after my stream yesterday with you guys, after the stream yesterday, um, I was I was just talking to the homies here and saying how, just listening to you and Jim kind of it just kick knowledge on the Leagues Cup and how we should be taking it, and how I'm like, for me, looking at it as a fan perspective, as like, let's fucking go out there and win every game. But the more and more I look at our situation, more, man, if we advance into that cup, it's only going to be detrimental for us. And even here earlier, the homie Daniel was saying how, sorry to put you on blast, Daniel, but it's not really on blast. But we were talking about how, you know, is, could Chris Armas see potential repercussions if he doesn't advance far, or if we don't ride out this Leagues Cup? And I probably would have been all for that. However, my chat with you homies yesterday made me kind of reevaluate it and just say, you know what? Playoffs is more important than Leagues Cup, right? And I laughed at people in the Spurs community where they say like, we finished 17th and won the Europa League. That's unacceptable because the Premier League is our bread and butter. And I never really fully understood that, because Tottenham haven't won the Premier League. But now that I know that, like, it doesn't matter if you're in these competitions on the side, your domestic form, your domestic competition is what you live off of. And like I mean, I get that. I definitely get that, right? But and not to mix the two, but that's kind of like where my mentality was with this Leagues Cup, is why not go and win it? But here's the thing, my homies. Are we one for real? Are we serious contenders to even win the Leagues Cup? Let's be real. We're not. Are we even favored to get out of the group? We'd probably have to smash and fight above our weight class like we did last year to advance. the homies were telling me, how the Rapids kind of have an uphill battle to even make it out of the group stages. So, I mean, depends where clubs put the value on MLS or Leagues Cup. I would assume playoffs is more important. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I've never really I just love being at the Dick watching the game with the homies, cheering. Never really crosses my mind a lot of times. So like it could be detrimental to keep trying to play it. Not detrimental, but you know what I mean. It could just do more harm than good in the long run, maybe. So we'll see, man. If we do get out of the group and it looks like we have a favorable run, then by all means, we're probably going to shift our focus into that, like we did last season. Nobody knew we were going to go so far in the Leagues Cup, and once we started going that far, we probably were like, let's just fucking ride this wave. And football's emotional, my homies. So if that happens again, then buckle up. That ASMR on that sizzle. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Big up to everybody that's watching this, either live or on playback, my homies. We're chilling. Super glad I got this StreamYard going. That way we could just chat. The excuse. I don't know what you're talking about, Jacob. What are you talking about, bro? Oh, the Dick. Oh, yeah. Now I know. So that's the name of our ground, homie. We call it the Dick. Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Dick's Sporting Goods Park. That's just Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Show off some of the homie stickers that they've given me. We got the Culeros FC. Homie Jays. So we call it the Dick, homie. Dick's Sporting Goods Park. The Richard. They call it the Richard. Yeah. I got you, bro. Yeah, the Richard, the Dick. Well, one of the best chants that they do at the stadium is, so for example, if we were playing against the Dallas, right? They go, Dallas has no dicks, Sporting Goods Park.
Can I get?
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. Go put them up here. Yeah.
Mira, ahí tengo mi
Oh, es así, güey. Te pone, pero.
te cuento, estaba y llegó un güey así con una, bueno, no sé cómo le dicen aquí. Y luego, sí, bueno, allá, bonga. Y llegó, pero una así muy grande.
Big up, homie. Appreciate you, Crash. Get some rest, brother. Get some rest. We're grilling and chilling. Yeah.
Y yo estaba bien saco, me acuerdo. Yo no me había cruzado, allá se le dice, te cruzas, ¿no? Cruzas como.
Talk to me nicely, homie. Talk to me nicely, homie.
Pero tenía era muy duro, muy poco. Y yo sentía que ya con uno era suficiente. Y llega un pendejo y le dice, no, güey, dale más, güey, le diste bien poquito, no se escope.
Yeah, speak up, my homies.
Estábamos afuera de mi casa y me metieron así a mi casa. Pero porque estaba yo tomado, estaba tomado. Pero no, es como me gusta a mí. Me gusta lo y no, Y disfruto mucho la comida cuando noche, ¿no? Y la comida me sabe mal. Aquí no me sabe ni cuando
Fucking hell, man.
es el no, se llama Ross. Es indica, tativa, indica, no tiene.
Mm.
Y a ver, para poner.
Oh, yeah.
Como que no. No, en inglés.
Yeah, my homies. I think we're just gonna call it a night now. We're just gonna chill. I'm about to make me some tacos. Anybody got anything else to say? Do it now or forever hold your peace. Psych. Nah, I appreciate anybody that decided to come and chill. We're just keeping it chill. That's all it was about. Let's have a nice little stream, grilling and chilling with the homie. It's almost gonna be 15 till 10. I don't want to be out here making too much noise. Respect the neighbors' quiet and privacy. You know what I mean, my homies. So drop a like and subscribe. I'm sure this isn't gonna reach the people because this is just meant for the homies. So yeah. I guess with that being said, you filthy animals. Let's see. Big up, homie. Enjoy the night and cookout. Ain't nothing like it, bro. Ain't nothing like breaking bread with your people, bro. Got my brother here, my brother-in-law, my wife, sister-in-laws, my mother-in-law, kids. You know what I mean, bro? We're just chilling, bro. That's what it's about, homie. That's what it's about. Breaking bread. Have a good one, homies.